to you, 5:16 now, 63 degrees.
Well, as we know, this spring weather has not been kind to many area farmers, but the bees have liked it so far. Kirstie joins us now with a full explanation.
That's right. Yeah, we were able to talk to some local beekeepers, and they actually say that the warmer temperatures we've seen have been great for their beehives. So they have had some rough years in the past. That's actually some video here you can see of a bee swarm, and you do want to keep an eye out in your home here because we're getting into swarm season. But I looked back, and anytime those temperatures are able to get into the 60s and 70s this time of year, those bees really become active. And so far, we've had more than 10 days in the Dayton area this spring that have been in the 70s or warmer.
Any temperature above 50 degrees, bees become active. They're very temperature sensitive. But when the temperatures climb into the 60s and into the 70s and beyond, they are having the start of their serious nectar and pollen gathering season. This is when the hives are growing.
And those hives are definitely growing across the Miami Valley with the help yesterday getting into the mid-70s. Today we're going to be in the low 70s, and you can see most of this week we're actually above normal when it comes to temperature. So we have also had not only a wet spring but also a very mild one as well. So far this morning we've already dealt with some thunderstorm activity. We're going to see that chance linger into the afternoon as well today. A look live in Beaver Creek. The roads are dry there, but we do have some areas north of I-70 where you are going to be driving through some puddles this morning. It's 63 degrees right now. That's all thanks to our southerly breeze and a cold front that comes in later today. That's going to keep that chance for a few of those pop-up downpours or thunderstorms around. So for the most part, our roads really won't be impacted very much because we don't have a whole lot of widespread heavy rain. These are going to be some hit or miss downpours you could see towards the end of the afternoon. Live Doppler 7 radar looks a lot better than it did a few hours ago when we tracked that first batch of showers and storms. We've got maybe just a few sprinkles still hanging on, moving through portions of Clark and Champaign County this morning. This was that batch that came through, though. You can see over the past several hours from about 2 a.m. and through about 4 or 5, we had to deal with some rounds of thunder and lightning already. The big picture does show broken clouds in parts of the Miami Valley. So later this morning, once we hit our sunrise, we'll see some sunshine sneaking in, and our actual cold front's still off in Illinois. So that's going to be moving in today, and as it does so, it could trigger some showers. So as we go through our late morning, you see Futurecast picking up on maybe a stray sprinkle, but the better chance really develops once we turn into the afternoon. Heading past 2 o'clock, I do expect there to be a little bit of redevelopment, especially along and south of I-70, and that will clip us late day and into that drive home. But it's very brief, and once we head into tonight, we're all back to dry weather. This morning, ahead of that front, we're a lot warmer than we were yesterday, anywhere from 10 to almost 20 degrees warmer across the Miami Valley. So if you're heading out the door in Greenville, it's 57 there. We're at 56 in Urbana and 59 in Sydney. Definitely feeling more comfortable for the kids at the bus stop early. And through the afternoon, we end up warmer than normal. We'll get into the 70s again today. That window of opportunity opening up late afternoon and early evening for a passing downpour or an isolated thunderstorm. We'll be around 72 in Fairborn, 71 after school in Sydney, and 73 in Centerville. Everyone will notice our winds picking up. So even though the rain chance is pretty isolated in nature today, you're going to get a lot of dry time this afternoon still. Everyone will notice we do get a little breezy with those gusts up to about 35 miles per hour as we go from lunchtime through 3 o'clock, and then the winds will start to relax as we get into the night tonight. Tonight also ends up cooler behind that front. We'll lose a little bit of the cloud cover. Our winds shift out of the northwest, and that's going to help to drop us down into the low 40s. Tomorrow, though, good news, you get a lot of sunshine. We'll see just some scattered clouds building in after lunchtime, but the day does get to stay dry. We're going to be tracking our next system, but that really doesn't start to arrive until very early Thursday morning. So we're going to be dealing with some rain showers throughout the day Thursday before we dry back out on Friday. We're going to take a closer look at your weekend ahead coming up in just a few minutes. But now, though, we want to get you to work safely. We bring you weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Let's check in with Sergeant Mark. Good morning, Sarge.
Good morning again to you, Kirstie. Well, Tuesday morning drive actually has been a pretty good one so far. We're going to check in with Traffic Tracker and get a look at the freeway system, the area of Interstate 75. Looks like around the area of Benchwood, we're in good shape on this part of the freeway. Things are moving very well. And also had a chance to check some travel times if your morning drive happens to take you along eastbound 70 between Route 127 in Preble County over to Interstate 75. That is a 23-mile drive, and you can drive it right now easily in about 22 minutes. I'm Sergeant Mark Bowerin, WHIO Team Traffic.
Sergeant, thank you. It is 5:21, 63 degrees.
Massive flames ripped through a paper recycling facility, but firefighters say made fighting this fire even more difficult. Good morning.
Wake up every day
Police reported a chase
with the latest news from overnight
Here's where we stand this morning.
and what you need to begin your day.
Breaking at this hour.
Hi, I'm Jeremy.